So I think I've got this quote in my head that comes to mind with Beethoven, and this is probably the Mandela effect. I'm not even sure if he did say it, but it keeps coming up, so I'm going to assume that he did. Please feel free to let me know if I've messed this all the way up. But I think he said something along the lines of to play the wrong note with passion is forgivable because it's repairable. I assume because it's repairable, you can fix it. But to play all the right notes without passion is unforgivable. Something along that line. I don't know if it's exactly correct or not. I think that very much resonates with my approach to the way that I write my music. Yes, a lot of my own lyrics are fictional. I write about fictional stories and stuff, or fictional characters, even just concepts, thoughts, psychologies, states of psychosis. I know I write about a lot of different stuff, but ultimately what I want the person who's listening to my stuff to think or to feel is the authenticity of what I'm singing about or playing. Take for example the song Left Behind, right? That's very much a fictional story. Start to finish, not based on a real person, but rather an amalgam of real events and feelings that I gathered over the course of interviewing many, many people who exhibited those unfortunate mental traits and illnesses. I wanted to communicate the despair and the pain and the fear that permeates so many of those mental states. And in contrast to that, think about the song Almost Like Your Smile. Totally carefree, synthwave, like I wanted people to like just vibe, you know? I wanted people to really get into this pumping thing and this funky bass part that comes in. Every song has a distinct emotional state. I don't need people to feel one unified feeling when they listen to my stuff, but I want them to feel, like with a capital F trademark symbol, I want them to feel the totality of what I'm doing. Just being authentic to their emotional response to not just the subject matter, but also to my expression of that in the moment of that idea. So I think I don't necessarily need people to always feel like happy vibes, because certainly a lot of my music doesn't do that. I also don't necessarily want people to feel negative, dark thoughts with all of my music, because likewise it doesn't do that either. But I want them to feel. Like none of my music should be completely soulless or emotionless or dispassionate. Every one of my songs, even the really bubblegum poppy ones, has passion to it, and I want that to be communicated. I want them to feel this sort of like sympathetic emotional passion to everything that I make. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. So look, I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Yeah, just share what you would want your listeners to feel, and whether or not you think that my stance on this is perhaps a little too generic, or if it's weirdly a little too specific. I've certainly heard comments in both directions in the past.